guys went out to the large bashful forest in a quest to basically find kidnapped people that were taken out of Zobek to a place called the Blood Vault. You really didn't have any idea like what the Blood Vaults were, or even if these people were kidnapped. Actually, it was kind of weird. You guys just heard about people being taken to the Blood Vaults and assumed they were kidnapped. That might have been a little presumptuous, but turns out your instincts were quite right because when you got there, you definitely saw kidnapped, severed for blood. Um. Oh, there's just a token there that's not supposed to be there. I don't even know how that got there. Erase that. Um.
Click on it and get
Anyways,
as much information as we can.
no. So you guys went into the Blood Vault, which was basically this abandoned crypt that you guys had passed through beforehand. Had just looked at it, never really went into it. But here you were. You fought some like ghosts that looked pretty, hit kind of that were hit kind of hard. Some of you lost your charismatic ways. Um, you formed a bro bond with this Swobold here.
Yeah.
Yep, he is Brobold. Um, and now you guys are coming face to face with with apparently someone called the Blood Mother, um, who is in charge of this whole thing. So here we are. She has opened up these doors magically and kind of invited you all in. And the first thing you can see is a pit full of like bones. You're not quite sure if they're all human bones, but there's a lot of them of varying sizes and quality. What you also see in this room is that there are four red vats of blood just in there, just sort of in there, majestically, sort of strategically placed at 4 points in the room. And you can also see this woman up here praying to this giant statue of a naked pregnant woman that is kneeling down on one knee, and she looks to all of you as you arrive. She stops her prayers and looks behind her to see all.
So,
Did she say anything, or was she just waiting for us to say something?
She is not. Well, she basically invited you in last week. Where she was basically like, "Come in, let's talk."
okay. So, how does the bone pit that we're in? Is it actually like deep in the ground? Like, what's the difference between the elevation here and say here?
This whole bone pit is basically covered like foot deep in bones. You step in and your foot is basically going to be covered in bones.
Okay,
Um,
but are we like down in it? Because I know we had
yeah.
joked about like jumping into the room together, but like, what does that mean?
So basically there are steps right here. So, basically the bones are like, let's just say like 5 feet down from the regular level. And once you step inside, you're basically going to be foot deep in bones, and then you can use these stairs just to get out of them.
Okay. Uh,
So I'm already in the bones.
yeah, some of us are in here, like all the way in here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Uh, do you guys want to approach as like a group of people?
I'm gonna
Sure.
step to the side and say, "After you."
Okay. I guess I'll head in some.
Cool. You head in some. As all of you kind of step into the bone pit, you notice that a few of the bones begin jostling and moving around, and you soon see a court of skeletons rise up from the bone pit, kind of bowing to meet you guys. They're not attacking at all. They are just sort of bowing to greet you.
Interesting.
I'm gonna put a hand out to stop Minnie, and I will whisper to her something. Basically, uh, listen, I don't think that we should turn our backs on these. perhaps you all should go ahead, and I'll stand between you and these.
Also, I casted this detect magic before in the room before that. Would that still be on in this room, or what did you
Yeah,
say?
that totally is. Yeah, did you do that just like as a ritual? You stood there for like 10 minutes and then came into the room.
Yeah, I forgot someone else was doing something that took 10 minutes, and I did that as well.
Prayer
Okay.
of healing.
Yeah, he did prayer
Prayer of
healing.
healing.
That was
Oh,
right.
okay. You do detect magic. Okay, let me quickly check detect magic. That lasts for like an hour. Right?
I don't think it's an hour. I think it might be 10 minutes, but it might be an hour. Let me double check.
Hold on. Detect magic. It's for 10 minutes. Okay. Yep. So yeah, it would still be up then. So with detect magic, you definitely sense within 30 feet of you, Cavan. Let me quickly just here. You detect with that magic, you detect necromancy magic, coming from basically the entire bone pit. Like this is all necromancy. You detect, some form of like demonic magic coming from these blood pots. Almost like stuff you would detect from like if you looked at like how demons usually like radiate sort of dark magic. This would be it. This kind of looks like enchantment magic.
You said it
Just
kind of
like
looked
on
like
the
what?
pot.
Enchantment?
Yeah, the pots are leaking out enchantment.
Demonic enchantments or just
Yeah,
enchantments? Okay.
kind of demonic ones.
Okay. I'm gonna
You can
relay.
like yeah, just by even looking at these things, you're just like, that's evil. That looks like evil, just right there.
Not to state the obvious, guys, but I'm pretty sure we're surrounded by a bunch of evil shit. Those pots have some kind of demonic essence towards them. Oh shit, that lady just moved.
Yeah, she as you guys go forward, she moves forward as well. She seems to be mumbling something to herself as you approach.
Can we hear it or no?
You can make a perception check.
Hell yeah. Where you at perception?
Oh wow, with a 20. Yeah, okay.
I got them goblin ears.
You got them goblin ears. You hear mumbling under her breath. Look how they storm about our holy temple, Red
Red God? Is that what you just said in with?
Red Goddess.
Oh, Red Goddess, okay.
I don't think she's mumbling things that would be very kind to us, folks. So, you know.
Yeah, the skeleton's still bowing to you guys as you come inside. Donovan, as you move up, you see coming out of the blood pots, you see shadowy ghouls begin to pop out of the red pots. You see their blackened forms have like glowing like white eyes and white energy coming out of their mouths as they look towards your group. They come out of the blood pot and like hang out on the side sitting there with their sort of their sort of like high pitched sort of drony voices speaking to you all. However, they don't say anything like comprehensible. It's kind of like how a ghost talks to you. They don't say anything you can understand, but they are like speaking something.
Suppose we'll just continue forward.
Okay, I was gonna say, is Donovan gonna answer that, or are you just gonna keep going? Okay.
What did you say?
Did you not hear what he said to you?
Not necessarily.
Jose, I'm gonna
heard-
need you to.
I
I
heard-
swat at the goblin as he runs around my leg.
Okay, yeah.
I'm-
So basically these four ghouls climb out of these red cauldrons and begin speaking in some unintelligible ghost language as they come out of the pots, seemingly
Oh.
speaking to all of you, but it doesn't seem like any of them can be like understood.
Oh, I didn't. I
Um,
thought you said something that I like could comprehend.
No, they are not comprehensible.
You made me think that I had something to reply to.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, it
That's not
wasn't
my
you.
fault. That's not my fault. That's Roll20 and Discords and the universes.
I think he was referring
but-
to me, but it's okay too. You can blame all those things.
I would never say your name in vain. You're one of my players. I value you dearly.
So, are we gonna try and setting like to kind of get an idea of the scene? Like, we're just kind of rolling through this, and nobody's really made their first move yet, right? Like,
Yeah,
nobody has made their first move yet. It seems like you've been invited in here, and nobody has like attacked you guys at all, like since you've come through. In fact, like everybody's kind of staying still. It's like high noon right now.
What kind of magic do I sense from her? Same, I assume, like necrotic. I don't know.
So her,
Because she's in my range
so
now, I think, or no? Yeah.
So you sense from her, you actually sense a bunch of magic. You sense enchantment magic, you sense necromancy, and also divination.
I whisper
But
to
also,
my group, kind of be careful with this one.
also, as you approach, you notice that only like partially, like only her face is like partially covered. You can see one part of her face is uncovered, and it's like her blue veins are racing up her face and into her eye, and it's giving her sort of like this crystal blue irises that are glowing as she's coming towards you guys. Also
stop.
also of note,
ahead.
you notice that her skin is not super pale. You notice that like she doesn't appear to like have the same sort of like yeah, well, that's really all you notice. Other than she has some fancy clothing on her. She looks like almost like a cleric, almost with sort of the regalia that she has on. And as she approaches you, she says, "The Red Goddess wishes to know why you are here."
That would depend on the purpose of this temple, if you could call it that.
Well, what purpose would you like to know of?
Well, what do you do here?
She looks around and she says, "Well, the Red Goddess protects the town of Zobek for magic, and I am the voice which she speaks."
Kara just
Does
kind of
that s-
grunts.
Does that suffice for an answer, little man?
So you're her interpreter?
I am the voice, yes.
Mm,
All these creatures were once living people. Were they protected?
She looks around and she says, "Some of them. Others were sects of the Red Mother who came to this temple in search of a cause worthy of fighting for." She points to all of the wraiths that are in the red pools of blood, and she says, "Those who were especially faithful retained some of the power they had in life and were given new purpose with my blessing."
And those people you had locked in cages up in the front, those were willing?
She looks at you and she says, "They were."
They got out of here awful fast to be willing.
Well, clearly you have the wrong.
The wrong what?
You have the wrong name.
Okay. I think I'm lagging.
Hold on, let me quickly change mics. Maybe I'm lagging. I think that's what's happening.
No, I
here.
think I did because I couldn't click on anything for a minute.
All right. Let me quickly just change anyways. Make sure that I everything because I'm not using my normal setup like I should be. Just a second. And...
Okay, that's better. So yeah, she basically just called you out and said, yeah, they were willing.
I just did an insight check to see if she was telling the truth, which is pretty obviously a lie, but whatever.
I mean, yeah, I'd also like to do an insight there.
Yeah, I've got an eye for lie.
So Kevin, you're pretty sure that she has the idea that the participants were in fact people who volunteered. However, Donovan and Bosley, you think that they had to be more coerced rather than volunteered. Like she's saying that they were willing, but you think like there's a different term she's using for the word willing there.
Okay.
Okay, so out of character. Oh, jeez, this is tough.
This is an awkward situation.
This one's okay. So I don't want to. I don't want to influence anyone else or ruin the tension of this moment because it's pretty tense. So I guess Care will turn to Minnie and Kevin and say quietly, "This one's pretty cut and dry for me, but I wouldn't endanger you all."
Do I hear this in character?
List, you're not saying anything.
Yeah, you could hear it.
By the way, yeah, his List's lights have been lighting up, I think, and I don't think he's been saying anything.
Oh, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't heard lists talking. I don't think that I can hear them.
I just noticed it now, so I mean, like,
Yeah, I thought he was being unusually quiet.
Yeah,
I
that
was about to
weird.
say I hadn't heard
Yeah.
that bubbly voice in my game, and I was just like, "Whoops."
you know what that means. He's been talking to us the whole time he's been here, and we just never paid attention to him.
He's
Oh,
probably
no.
like, yeah, we can't hear you, Liz, if you're speaking to us. Speaking from beyond this tension, this scene needs some levity.
There is an update ready. I don't know if you guys saw that, a Discord update.
I just have mine set up to automatically do it.
Oh. Everybody's updating their discords.
Fuck, I guess we're gonna take a small break so that everybody can freak out. Small freak out break, everybody. We are at high noon, and we might be going into a fight.
It's still in character. We're all just staring at each other quietly.
Still no list.
Still no list. That's
Every time they do it, they go offline.
Maybe he's restarting his computer now.
Okay, well,
I'm
Well,
glad that
any-
I paid attention because we probably just would have kept going until we actually directly said something to Liz. And been like,
Liz,
"Oh."
Liz, it's an hour and a half in. It's your turn. What?
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't. I just didn't realize they were even
Yeah,
talking.
You know, that did make
It was
sense.
strange.
Minnie was uncharacteristic there.
I was literally just like listening to like the tension. I thought maybe he was just getting into it too, just being quiet and
Observant.
yeah,
Again, unusual for Minnie.
yeah. I guess that's true. She's probably like, look at all these bloody, cool, cute pools or something.
She would have been like, "Hey, bone lady."
Oh, congratulations on your newborn, almost or whatever.
Still no
You know,
lips.
This is confusing.
What is
Yeah.
it?
This is
Try joining a different channel, Liz. Like,
Hello? No, nothing.
Oh
Liz? Nope, still can't hear Liz.
Nope.
No list. Damn.
no. What an unfortunate turn of events.
They might have to do it on their phone or some shit.
Hmm. Well, in any case, if you guys have any questions about the room you're in, I can certainly answer them. Well, okay, I'll keep going.
You can hear us, right? I
Yeah.
just want to confirm that. You can hear us? Yeah, okay.
I'd like to can I get more information on the statue?
Okay, let's get this back up and running. So, okay, so yeah, what's your play, guys?
Donovan asked for more information on the statue. I don't know if you heard him or not.
Oh, I did not. I was getting my mic set back up because I was doing channel surfing when we were doing the list thing. So okay, what did you ask, Donovan?
Just a more finer detail on the statue, because I can't really remember.
Sure. Let me describe this again. Okay. Adventure notes.
You guys definitely hear me now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cause,
All right.
That's because my mic was on fucking mute.
God damn.
Amazing.
So you're staring at what appears to be this central area contains like 4 large stone blood cauldrons. And in the northern part of the room features a magnificent and terrifying statue of the Red Goddess. She is a large, pregnant woman who is clearly naked, but she seems to have kept herself like in sort of like a more terrifying visage because part of her body is kind of caked in blood. And this woman was worshiping her right before you came in.
So, what is your definition of willing?
She kind of looks up and she begins mumbling to herself again. And she says, "Their blood is not worthy to fill these cauldrons, Crimson Mother." And she begins walking back to the statue.
I approach, or I tend to tail her.
Yeah, you tail her, and she just begins kneeling.
I take a stance right when I get to the bottom of the stairs. I turn around and say, "Come!"
To us?
Yeah, to you guys.
Okay, Brobel definitely gets up in here, and he looks at you, Donovan, and he says, "I don't remember her from the stories. I don't know who she is."
I say,
I want to
approach
whisper
the
back
whole thing.
to Kier when he whispered to me earlier. Does I ask her, "You want me to do some magical cursing on the girl?"
I think that you'll have your hands full with her. I can try and contain the dead ones.
I tell the kobold,
All
no
right.
matter what happens, stay behind me. Watch
I'm
my
just scouting for exits this whole time.
You see, there's 2 exits. Well, 3 exits to this place. There's one to the left, one to the right, and then one in the area you just came through to this big door over here.
Behind an army of skeletons.
Am I safe to assume that in a combat situation, this bone pile would be like difficult terrain or something?
No, the bone pile is all kind of brittle, so it doesn't count as difficult terrain.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll call after the priestess, I guess, at this point. And what Care says is it's clear to me that this is a temple of vile and untoward monstrosity. I do not think that me and mine can let it stand. You have your warning. Prepare yourself for battle.
She gets up. She kind of cracks her neck a few times, and she says, I think that one would be perfect as a meal for my blood elemental. And you see her turn around, and she says, I'm ready if you are.
Step closer and you shall die.
Okay, yeah, let's roll the initiative.
Didn't have
Fuck.
the tokens.
Damn, I'm getting shit initiative lately.
Oh, baby. Woo-hoo!
Oh, baby.
Time to cast fireball.
More specific ball.
I'm not gonna cast
Isn't it
fireball.
40? Isn't it 40 feet?
No, it's 20.
Like range? Or is it 20 radius?
Oh yeah, the radius is 20.
Listen, OOC. If I used the timepiece of travel on an incapacitated friend, would that be considered willing or unwilling?
That would be considered willing because they don't have any will of their own.
Okay, good.
Hey. Just because they can't say no doesn't mean is yeah.
Listen,
Wow.
we're talking about teleporting, not you know.
I mean, obviously, she thought that those people were willing. So we're going on
Listen,
I
pretty
guess in
loose
D&D,
terms.
willing is there's a different. Okay.
These are two
Willing
different
is-
things of willing.
Willing is so long as they aren't stabbing you back.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, with a talk with Sister Alkaiva, she'll tell you exactly what the word willing means.
Oh, what's her name? Alkaiva?
Yeah, her name technically you don't know this, but her just name is like Sister Alkaiva. I think she's probably going to announce it as soon as you start fighting, anyways. So it probably won't matter that I've told you this. So first up in the order is Cavan. As soon as you see her get ready for battle, you see the whites in all of these pot chambers begin to crawl out of them very menacingly as they're reaching out towards you with their spectral energies. These skeletons in the back are also ready to come out of here and begin to fight. So what is the play here?
Dude, I have been waiting for this moment all my life. I am gonna cast a fireball.
Oh,
Ooh.
where shall you cast, my friend?
Right in the middle of the bone pit, just to hit all these fucking skeletons.
Fuck. Okay, roll that. Roll them bones.
Spin the wheel.
I mean, okay, I'll roll deck saves for shits and giggles, but you kill them. They dodge
All of
as
them?
best. They dodge as best they can because it's a 30-foot radius, right?
20.
It's
20-foot radius. Yeah, and then you get all of them.
Yeah, I hit all of them. But I think
Ooh.
those.
Oh,
ones
you
that-
hit
Oh, wait,
you hit all of them easy.
Yeah. Oh, I have my snapping to. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, all these guys dead. You just Cavan turns around, points a finger, and you see flames absolutely just collect in his like finger. Pink, a little ping pong ball of fire like goes to this skeleton pit. Does not hit any of the skeletons. It then collapses like a dying star into like the skeleton pit and immediately explodes in a hot ball of fiery ash and completely annihilates all of the skeletons in there.
Nice one.
Hell yeah. I feel good. All right. That's my turn.
When you turn around, you see the very disapproving look of your cleric
I
companion.
don't give
Just
a
so you
shit.
know.
I don't even care about what you think. I just wanted to fireball a group of people, and that's what I did. So fuck you.
Yeah, well, you can say that in character because your in-character companion thinks you're an idiot.
That's fine.
He's actually, you know what? Free to talk. You idiot wizard.
I ignore him.
So as you fireball all of these people in the blood pit, you see you see one of the blood one of the blood pots begin to course with like evil red energy, and you see that crimson energy rises out of the cauldron and pushes it into Sister Alkiva. And on initiative 20, she's going to act.
Bro moment.
She looks down at all of you, and she. Oh wait, I have to roll for Brobold. I forgot about him.
Brobold gets 21.
Remember, I told him to stay
Damn.
behind me no matter the cause.
Yep. And on her move, she is going to. Let's see, what is she going to do? She says, "Oh, all of you want to come closer?" She cranes her neck and she says, "Well, how about you just slow down for a little bit?" And she's going to cast slow on all of you.
I'll counterspell it.
Okay, you counterspell it. And once you counterspell it, you see like the spell in her hand fizzle out. She looks what's a word? Okay, she looks like very disheartened when you do that. She's like, "Oh, I had a cool line, and you just denied me it."
Sorry.
It's okay. I have a few more turns coming up. And you see the Deathlocks begin to move in. I'm going to just roll to see who they all go after, because none of you guys have really acted yet besides Cavan. One will definitely be moving over towards him. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Cavan, you're getting 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 6. One is going over towards Swobold.
Can I attack of opportunity while it's still 10 feet away?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just, Well, I
Nope. That's a nope.
Just gotta get the bad roll out of the way first.
Yep. So that's a 5. With a 2, this one is also going to go over towards Cavan. 2, 3, 4, 5. However, he is not actually going to strike Cavan. He's going over for Bosley. 6. And this one's going for Minnie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's unable to get to Minnie. And okay. So Cavan, you see this like you see this guy reach out his hand, and you see this white spectral light try to go into your mouth and suck something out. So it is going to attempt to hit you with a life drain. Fuck, I didn't want that to be whispered. All right, come on. So whisper toggle. So yeah, 21 is going to hit. And it's going to be doing. I'm going to need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Who's this against again?
This is against Cavan.
That's me.
It's
Okay.
Cavan. Yeah, that's totally gonna hit. I mean, it's totally like going to save. Sorry. That's weird. This should have a thing. So let me just do this again. Why is it doing that? That's shit. Did I not put Whisper on this thing? Whisper toggle. Whisper toggle. No, I want always Whisper. So yeah, you are going to take 10 necrotic damage, Cavan.
I'm gonna use the Hellish Rebuke that I have on me.
Ooh, hell yeah. Okay, so roll Hellish Rebuke.
It's just a first level one, right?
Just a first level Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
That's 5 damage. You just like spit out fire, and you release it from your the nostrils of which you've sucked this thing in. But when you do, I also need you to roll me a 1d100 because you got a bit of a bad snort in.
Oh yeah.
Okay. When you unleash this surge of magic from within you, you feel it kind of disrupt with your own divination magic, and it begins mixing and twisting together until you feel a bright light glow from within your chest, and then you teleport up to 60 feet in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
60 feet.
60 feet.
So basically anywhere in this building.
So basically anywhere you want.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. This is awesome.
I'm just gonna go over here. I don't know. Is this? Oh wait. Where was that? Right here?
Yeah, you were right there.
You can go anywhere you want in this room.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you literally can just go anywhere.
I'm going over here. Bam.
I'm going to anywhere but here. That should be a postcard. But yeah, so with that, you teleport all the way over there, and you feel this wild magic energy inside of you die. Basically, what you now know is that if you get a bad batch, there is a chance that you will trigger a wild magic surge within your body.
Oh shit. Okay, that's cool. Hell yeah.
So I will roll for the other deathlocks now. So this one's against Brobold. That's definitely going to hit. He takes 10 necrotic damage. And then he's going to do a con save. He fails. So you see him getting sucked dry of his own life energy, and it gets put into this guy. You see the white over here regains like no health, but it just seems to enjoy sucking the life out of Brobold. The one going after Minnie is going to launch a beam of necrotic energy at Minnie twice. So a 21 will hit your AC. So
Yeah.
one of these beams will hit you, the other one misses. You're going to take 7 necrotic damage. And then finally, one is going to attack Bosley. Does an 18 hit you, Bosley?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to take 9 necrotic damage.
I'm going to use my uncanny dodge to reduce that to half damage.
Okay. You reduce it to half damage. So that's going to be 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
On initiative count 15, you see another one of the blood pots emerge with red crimson energy, and you see it flow once again into Sister Alkaiva. And she will act on initiative count 15. And she says, well, let's try this again. And she is going to cast slow on all of you again, hopefully this time without a counterspell.
Yeah, she's casting it.
Okay,
I'll
all
counterspell
of you. Oh, you're good. Okay, you counterspell it again. You see
Wait,
this woman.
is there a range? Because technically, I don't know.
It is So yeah,
60
there.
feet.
Ooh.
Oh, just enough.
Yep, test enough. You see her say, "Well, now that that one's done counterspelling me, I guess I'll," and she says, "God damn it! I'm trying to be nice here." And but Minnie, it is your turn.
Okay. Oh man. But why did I follow Donovan, man?
You have to. That's just how it is.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at the little fucker that shot at me.
Okay, that would be this guy right over here.
Jesus.
Damn.
That's some good ass rolls.
Those are all super
Hell no.
bad. I don't know what you mean.
DM nerfed rolls.
No, DM. But these rolls suck. Yeah. You see all of these shots. Pew pew pew. Miss all of them.
Alright, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run behind this pot now.
Okay.
And I guess I'll take a tax opportunity.
Yeah, you'll take one. So one is going to attempt to drain you. Gets a critical hit.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes, Minnie, the best thing to do is not run at all.
I was thinking about that.
You're going to take 19 necrotic damage, and I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's some good shit.
You're okay. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 19.
I'm dead. Oh wait, maximum?
Maximum.
Oh, okay.
So you can't heal above that now.
Gotcha.
All right, Care, it is your turn.
Oh, my misguided friends. I'm going to take a 10-foot step forward into the middle of these bad guys, and I will use my action to turn undead.
Oof.
Anything,
Nice.
anything in the room that is undead. She's in range too. I don't know if she's undead, but if she is, she also has to make a wisdom saving throw or be turned for 1 minute. If her challenge rating is 1/2 or lower, she dies if she fails immediately.
Okay. All right. So these whites are gonna make a wisdom saving throw. They critically fail. So they are all turned.
Okay. That means that for the next 10 rounds, all they can do is move away from me.
Hell yeah.
It can
That's-
only use the dash action to try and escape.
That is such a good use of Turn Undead. You know, most clerics don't get this moment of just using Turn Undead. It's really cool. But yeah, you successfully turn undead all of the whites, and they begin screaming in terror from your holy light. You see, Sister Alkiva is not affected. She says, "The Blood Mother has not gifted me with undeath, you fool."
Well, consider yourself lucky, wench. Don't hit these things, friends. And then I will move the rest of my shit because they can't take reaction.
Hell yeah.
Good to see you, brother. And I clap Donovan on the back and end my turn.
And then
You
I clap
put-
his cheeks.
His cheeks.
Seeing that Sister Alkiva is now like unguarded, you see Swobold storm the gates basically and attempts to crush her, but basically just attempts to slam her down.
This damn fool. I'm gonna kill the Swobold one day.
Swobold gets a 19. He's gonna run up. Let's see if that hits. Quickly look. Going to my notes. She is okay. Yeah, that hits. You see him slam Sister Alkiva, just crushes her in his arms for 16 points of bludgeoning damage, like max damage hit, just crushes her within his arms. And you see this crimson energy shield her from his attack. And you see that as she does this, she has like some sort of crimson shield around her, as if she's like taking in the damage, and she smiles at the Swobold as he picks her up and grapples her, and she says, "Oh, you won't like this place for very long in that position." And you guys see a third red cauldron pop up with crimson energy, and you see it flood into Sister Alkiva. And you see it like further like power her up. And so she's going to act on initiative count 10.
Oh shit! Her initiative went up to 10.
No, she's getting extra turns.
Oh shit! She's getting extra turns.
Sure hope we got that holy water.
No, we drained it. All right, Moody.
Yeah, I really wish we wouldn't have drained it.
Maybe we should have used some of that holy water on these things, because that would maybe do something. I don't know.
I got another idea.
She is going to cast on all of you. Let me quickly look.
Sure hope it isn't slow.
Yo, it suck if it's slow. Slow is pretty broken.
Hmm. So, 10-foot radius. So let me quickly look in here. She's going to cast Spirit Guardians on herself.
Ah, shit. Kara knows what that does.
Okay, let me quickly. Spirit Guardians is a 3rd level spell. So let me quickly get an aura around her. So aura, I think this is 15 feet, I believe. And cast Spirit Guardians. Yeah, it's a 15-foot radius. All right, yeah. You guys see a couple of flaming wolves come out of Sister Alkiva's mouth as she almost like breathes fire onto the battlefield. And they race across her in a protective manner and begin assaulting the rest of you. At the beginning of your turns, you'll have to make saving throws to deflect the damage. For example, Donovan, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
Good luck, everyone.
That is not going to do it. You see one of these red flaming wolves angrily looks at you and begins to gnaw at you, and it is not happy with you guys at all. They don't seem to like any of you. So this guy is going to hit you with 8 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Okay, and go ahead.
That's a tough opener.
Press forward, friend.
I'm going to step on in towards her. Allow no beast to live. Where the fuck is my character sheet? Unga bunga, just disappear.
I don't you just hate it when that happens?
Alright.
Wow. Yeah, 2 of those attacks hit. Okay, so that's 4, 7, 4, 7. It's 22 points of damage. You bash her with your glaive. You see that wall of protective crimson energy forcefully go around her again as it takes in the damage. But however, she's going to roll concentration rolls for her Spirit Guardians.
While we're doing this, can I turn around and shout, "Do what you must! Destroy those pools!"
Already on it, pal.
Suddenly, I wish that Bosley was a demolitions expert.
Yeah!
She fails. So these spirit guardians are totally gone. However, as a reaction, she looks at you, Donovan, and she says, "No one shall hurt me and not have vengeance."
As a free
And
action, I spit in her face.
as you spit in her face, she is going to expend a 4th level spell slot. And she is going to deal you 6d6 necrotic damage as a
Ooh.
reaction.
Ooh.
She's
Any
gonna
save
spit back
or-
a bigger fucking saliva.
Oh,
Donovan,
She's going
you need to get back because you got the time piece.
Yeah, she spits back in your face, but it's like a magical bullet wad of spit that goes right through your shoulders.
I keep staring at her.
Flex too, dude.
I will flex through this as I have flexed before.
But yeah, that is her go. You see her turn pops back up again, and she is going to look around, and she is going to cast Guardian of Fate. So you see a large spectral guardian appears in the middle of this sort of large brawl fight. Let me quickly just get something. Let's see, wolf. You see what appears to be a large-looking dire wolf appear in the middle of combat. You see it like splay out its legs, appearing in what looks to be a image of pure like fire and flames, very Dragon Force style, and it looks down at all of you like it's about to defend its master from whatever harm is about to come to it. So,
Is this is it a corporeal creature?
it is not. This is. It seems to be incorporeal. It is a spell called Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
But yes, so that will be her turn. Bosley, it's your turn.
Okay, these guys are turned, so I'm gonna run right here and say, Minnie, help me tip this cauldron.
It's not my turn yet.
No, but like can't like somebody help somebody and give them advantage on shit.
Yeah, on my
Well,
turn.
yeah, it's not Minnie's turn.
Oh, it has to be their turn to.
You would have to like ready the help action, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Minnie, are you stronger than me?
Probably not. I have
What's-
list by -1.
Okay, never mind then. I will attempt to push this on my own because I'm a dumbass.
Okay, Bosley, give me that athletics check.
Shit.
That's a 5. You push your 2 hands, push with all your might, and it's like when an adult is being pushed by a child. You cannot like even gain a foothold under this thing as its weight is too incomprehensible to you right now. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Bosley, with your insight, you notice that while pushing it seems to be out of the question because of the weight, you feel that the container of this seems quite light and possibly fragile.
So, does this thing have legs that it's
Does
standing
not-
on?
It does not have legs that it's standing on. It's just a pure cauldron of blood.
All right, guess it's gonna have to wait until next turn.
But
Unless
why?
you want to let me take a
What did
whack
you-
at it.
What do you think, guys? Should I let him take a whack at it?
I don't really
No,
know what
fuck
we did.
Bosley.
Fuck
Just-
Bosley.
make him roll for it.
Yeah, roll
Yeah,
charisma.
odds bonus. You know,
Yeah,
evens. Fuck
odds-
you, Bosley.
Odds, it was just a bonus action to try and push this thing. Evens, yeah, whatever. Evens, sorry. I
Yeah,
give you a chance.
Fuck you, Bosley.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you fuckers out who are nearly dying.
It is looking quite bad as the
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm near full health.
as
Bruh.
the pot
Bruh.
that's, I mean, technically speaking, that's true. You see the final blood cauldron glow with crimson energy and rushes into Sister Alkaiva as another turn goes onto the order, as she acts also on initiative count of 5.
Could have had her weakened, but fuck Bosley.
And she on her turn is going
Deletes the
to
initiative
Yeah,
mark.
she just ended combat.
Yeah, she.
she's got one of those moves. She's going to turn to the Swobold, and she is going to attempt to get out of his grapple. So she's going to roll an athletics check. She gets a 5, so that's not going to help her out at all. So she attempts to get out of the grapple, and she says, "Unhand me, you uncouth kobold, or I will annihilate you and the rest of your pathetic race, like my master should have done long ago." And you hear Brobold go, "Lady, let's take this outside." No, she says, "Come on, let's take this fucking outside. Just kill her, kill her." And Cavan, it's your turn again.
All right. Damn it! I still have the marker. Okay. Move right here. And I'm gonna hold person her and make her roll a 7.
She is going to counterspell you.
Okay. Okay. So if she.
Oh, actually, hold on. She doesn't have that spell. My bad. I read that wrong. So no, she doesn't. So she's gonna make the save, which is a 7.
Yep.
So she is now held in place.
Powerful.
Yeah. Because I doubt she can beat a 15, right? With her modifier.
Well, let's see. With her modifier, wait a minute. So what did you hit her with?
7.
7, and your DC is a 15.
Yeah.
You see her as she's getting closed in with this whole person. You see her claw out of it with every single fiber she has. She has a +8 to Wisdom saving throws.
Bunga bunga.
Right, because they get their modifier, right? With the
Yeah. And she appears to be a cleric of some sort, and they are good at this kind of stuff.
Well, I guess I could have just not said anything and just let him be a whole person, but I'm not that kind of person. All right, that's my turn.
All right.
Maybe you should have held your person.
All right. Sister Alkaiva's turn again. She's going to attempt once again to get out of this hold. She does not like this in the least. She's going to try another athletics check. That's 6. So that's a clear nope. It's the Deathlock's turn. They're going to take the dash action to run the hell out of here. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, these things
Actually,
are like...
I hate to be a stickler, but those last two couldn't move across like that.
Okay, yeah, so they'll just run to the other exit then.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, man. Don't worry about that. So they're just gonna run over here. I think this guy would have been like this, and this guy probably would have been like that. Okay. You see these guys beast mode run out, and you hear Sister Alkaiva go, "Cowards, all of you." And then you see her act on her next turn, and she is going to. She's going to look at Swobold, and she is going to. She's like had. You see that she's had enough of this, and you see she casts Spirit Guardians once again. So she now has that whole cube around her again of just wolves everywhere.
The cube.
I'm sorry, not cube, sphere. That's technically what it's supposed to be. The wolf cube.
Into the wolf cube.
Enter the wolf cube. Minnie, it is your turn.
Okay, as a free action, I want to just touch this pot, caress it, and kind of feel what kind of like material is it made out of. Is it like something I know? Is it clay, porcelain?
Yeah, it's a
This
clay
isn't
pot.
So I could safely assume a crossbow bolt would break this thing.
You can assume that, yes.
All right, I'm gonna shoot at what this one, the one across.
Yes. Make your sharpshooter attacks. All right. Let me quickly just get these things. See if these things have any AC. All right. Ooh.
Yeah.
So that hand-into crossbow definitely hits. Roll damage. You see your arrow pierce the cauldron over here, and you see it begin to leak out blood. It doesn't seem like you've fully disabled it yet, as it still has a lot of crimson energy coursing through it.
But it's leaking.
It's leaking, yes.
All right, then I'll shoot the top one.
Okay, you. That'll hit.
Ooh.
It is leaking just like the other one.
And then I'll shoot the one next to Kevin last.
Make sure it doesn't pour
Okay.
onto Kevin. Oh.
So you've hit this one,
Basically,
this one,
the one
and-
that I'm everyone, but the one I'm like.
Okay, yeah, sure. And you see that this last one you hit is also leaking like the other ones, and you, give me an insight check to see how the sister up here accounts to this. She doesn't care.
Oh, okay. All right. That's it for me.
Don't
All right.
worry about it.
Care, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Ugh, Unga Bunga. You are going to take 11 necrotic damage at the start of your turn as 3 wolves just clump onto you with their fiery grasps, and you feel this dark energy just pour inside you.
Kier, can you do one of those? Can you do one of those Charlie Brown legs?
I sure cannot, but what I can do is say, you know what, woman? Fuck you. And I'm going to cast an upcasted shatter right here in the middle of these 4 guys.
Okay.
It is a 10-yard radius sphere, so it'll hit both. I'll just show you. Starting from the middle of that thing, it'll hit both of these. And
Okay,
Kevin.
And Kevin. So yeah, what are you going to upcast this to?
To max.
Yeah, pretty much to max. 3rd level is 5d8. So
I mean, yeah. So Kevin, you will have to make a saving throw for that.
You're gonna kill Kevin.
He's gone right now. He went to go let his dog out.
You could roll it for him, right?
This is yeah, I will roll it for him.
What roll is that, Dex?
Yeah, is
Hold
this
on, I'll
Dex?
check. No, it's Constitution.
Constitution.
Oh no.
He's
like-
okay. He's got a +2 to this roll.
Yep.
Okay.
He's
failed.
gonna die. Yeah, you
Ooh.
well,
You killed Kevin.
don't know why you did that.
I don't know what his important roll is though. So he might
It's a
wanna
high
use-
roll.
It's a high roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
jeez.
it was yeah, one high, one low.
He had a 17.
He had a 17. Oh man, I don't know if I can make a call to use his important roll or not. Maybe
If you don't, it'll probably outright kill him.
That is a pretty important call.
I don't think he'd fault you if it protected from killing him.
Oh man, but if it does kill him, I'm gonna get so much shit from Kevin being like, "You've wasted my important roll." Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna make an executive call here and say, I think he would use his important roll to not die.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm going to use his important roll, and I'm just gonna say whatever it is makes it.
I'm pretty sure it's a 17 or something. high.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm fairly certain it was.
Okay. Yep. So roll them bones.
No, it's just maximized. It deals 40 damage.
To the pots or to Kevin?
Well, to anything.
Yes.
To both Pots and Kevin.
Hold on. Let me look at Shatter.
No, it's a feature I have to maximize the damage.
Oh, you're just doing this to max it out. Well, let me quickly. Kevin, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah, you
Kevin.
almost got shattered for 40 damage.
By friendly fire as well. So Kevin, what is your max health?
33.
33. Okay, yeah. This probably would outright kill you if you didn't use your port and roll to like take half damage from this.
Well, I'm down then.
Yeah, you're
No,
down.
you take 20.
Yeah, I'm
You
at
take-
17 health, you fucker.
All right, you're down.
You're down. But these
What the
two
fuck?
pots over here completely shatter. And when they do, I'm going to take initiative count 10 and initiative count 5 off of Sister Alkaiva's turns, as these pots were giving her the extra turns.
Oh,
You
thank
also
God. I thought you were about to add something else into the fight.
You see Sister Alkaiva's shield of crimson energy also start to break down as well.
Wait, were the other two pots destroyed already?
Yeah.
No,
I
they're-
shot at them.
They're leaking right now.
Y'all just do it before it gets to my turn and I'll one turn killer, guaranteed.
It's just the guy who hits ones all game.
All right,
I
I'll move
re-roll the
to
ones.
I'll move to Kevin's side and then stop my turn.
Okay, when you do that, I'm going to need you to, because of the spirit guardian that is here, I'm going to need you to make a guardian of faith. I'm going to need you to do a dexterity saving throw for me.
That's not good at. But hey,
Nat 20.
Nat.
On a failed save, this thing will do 10 necrotic damage to you as it bites you.
okay.
Is this an attackable thing that's attacking him, or is it just a spell?
This is just a spell.
Okay.
So yeah, it like paws you in the back as you like crawl away from this guy. It is Swobolt's turn. On his turn, he will do a Wisdom saving throw. Fails.
Bruh.
He's like, "Oh, I'm not afraid of wolves. This is okay."
Bruh.
I
Bruh.
look at the Sobold and say, bruh.
Brobel is going to take 16 necrotic damage.
Bruh.
Bruh's just like, ooh, bruh. Brobel's not looking super great, but he's not dead anyways. He is going to start to crush Sister Alkaiva in his hands. So
It's cold.
she is going to make a strength saving throw.
Got this, buddy.
She gets a critical miss. So she is like, "This is for taking apart our homes," and this guy is going to 6 plus 4. He's going to do 17 bludgeoning damage to 6-year-old Kaiba. You see, her necrotic shield of red energy continue to go down, and now it is beginning to look even dimmer than before. However, as he does this, you see her eyes flare up completely red, and she is going to, as a reaction, she's going to expend a second level spell slot to deal 4d6 damage to him.
Good night, sweet prince.
How many hit points does our Swobold even have?
He's got 65 max.
Damn,
He said, all right.
he's beefy.
He's a beefy boy. He's looking rough, though, as you see his hit points go down to 15. And you see another bullet of like spit. Like she spits, and she says, "You dare!" And she just, and you see Swobold go, "Bro, do you even lift?" And it is now your turn, Donovan.
Okay. I raise my glaive up in the air and I shout, "Allow no demon to live." Remember, I do get advantage on these, and then I'm gonna action surge and go again.
Why you get advantage is because of
the grapple. Yeah.
Let me quickly see. Grapple. Conditions grappled. Conditions. I don't see that.
If you're grappled, you become restrained.
Grappled
Or-
creature's speed becomes 0.
I think, or that's what his attack says is restrained. The restrained condition is what gives him advantage.
Oh, that's right. Yes, so they are restrained. So yeah, these attacks are at advantage. So, 3 of them definitely hit. The one that was an 11 did not. So okay, yep. So yep. So that's 14. 7. So that's 21. Plus 13, 34, 38, and then 45. You see her shield of red crimson completely break at this point, and you see a nick of blood appear on her chin. She looks shocked when this happens. And she looks at you, Donovan, and she is going to expend another second level spell slot. Oh wait, she can't because she used your reaction to swap the Swobold with it. So you're good.
Huh.
Although I will be doing Constitution saving throws to see if she keeps this spectral thing up. So she makes all of them. So these guardians are still up. And on her turn, she is going to attempt to she's going to, let's see, she hasn't used any of those yet. So let's see. She's got a lot of 4th and 3rd level spell slots. What would she do? So currently she just got Bastion for 1 million hit points, so she doesn't like that. She's going to cast. She's actually going to try and get out of the grapple again. I think that's what she's going to do. And she does. She managed it. She pops out of the grapple that the Swobold had on her. And she is going to try and start moving away. But actually, no, she's not going to do that. She's going to stand and fight you because she is royally pissed. She looks at you and she says, "I will destroy all of your family lines, and I will make sure your blood is purged from the goddamn earth." And as a bonus action, she's going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
You strike me down, and I will become stronger than you may ever imagine.
She's going to cast Spiritual Weapon against Swobold. Let me see. What would her spiritual weapon be?
A wolf?
Nah. I think she's a little too extra for a wolf. You see what appears to be a majestic floating skull pop up behind the Swobold and turn into a tiny devil. And it is going to start biting on the Swobold's neck. And it does 11 points of force damage to him. And you see the Swobold look super bad. He's on death's door.
Good luck, Swobold.
And that is going to be her turn. Bosley.
Okay, this is gonna sound dumb, but would I get sneak attack on a pot?
No. What?
No.
You don't.
That's
How do you?
impossible for many reasons.
How do you sneak up on an inanimate object?
Well,
Wait,
you know, I
does
don't
it
always
say-
have to be hidden to get sneak attack, so
Does it say it has to be on a
It
creature?
says one creature you hit with an attack.
This is
okay.
an inanimate object. I will tell you, these are not creatures.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay, so well, I guess I'm just gonna have to shoot it with other sneak attack, folks. I'm gonna aim at this one right here.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to hit. Sneak attack is not going to hit, so that's 4 piercing damage.
Yeah.
You hit in another chunk of this thing. It appears to leak some more. It seems like a lot of it is leaking at this point. These things don't seem to be particularly strong, and you've cracked a lot of the foundations already. It doesn't seem like these things are particularly fond of taking damage either, so it seems like you're close to it.
All right, and I'm gonna end my turn right here.
All right. Cavan, make a death saving throw for me.
Alright,
2 steps ahead.
Okay. That's one success. Is Sister Alkaiva's turn. She's going to use a bonus action to use Spiritual Weapon on Swobold again.
Which 2 of her turn orders got deleted?
5 and 10.
Oh, so she had 5.
Yes. These blood pots were giving her a lot of power. So she's going to cast. She's going to use her bonus action to do Spiritual Weapon. That definitely hits. You see Swobold get chomped on by this devil, and you see him fall to the ground unconscious.
No.
Hold on, brother. We can survive this.
And then she turns to you, Donovan, and she says, "You annoying little ant. I will see to it that no one even remembers you. And I will make you the first sacrifice of many."
I'll remember you, Donovan.
I smile and I say, "You may try."
Okay, she is going to. She's going to. She's going to cast Sacred Flame on you, Donovan.
Okay. That's a deck save, right?
That's a deck save, yes. That is not going to hit. So she is going to hit you with a bunch of damage. So let's see, what level is she? So she is going to do 2d8 points of necrotic damage to you.
Okay.
So that's 13 points of necrotic damage.
I am
And then-
down.
And then she is going to swing her mace at you.
Wow, that's brutal. I'm already fucking dead.
Does a 15 hit you?
It does not.
Okay, it just clangs against your armor. And she did attack with advantage, so she just whiffed. You guys don't see the death locks anymore. You're pretty sure they're all gone. At this point,
We have to end this quickly, folks.
this appears to be going in a very bad way right now. It is Sister Alkiva's turn again. You see she's going to do... Let's see, what would she do? She's going to look down on you, and I think Donovan, she is going to attempt to whack you with her mace again.
That's fucked up. Let's see how it goes.
She got a critical hit.
Okay.
So it's 2 death saves failed.
She only hit me with one while I was down.
Well, no, she only hit you with. So she hit you with. Well, no, she got a critical hit on this attack.
Oh, so does that do 2 fails?
Yeah, it's 2 fails.
Okay.
And then she's going to look over to. Let's see, who else is here? She's going to look over to the one that destroyed all of her pots, and she's going to look over to Care, and she's going to cast Sacred Flame over to Care.
So, wisdom saving throw?
Dex.
Jesus.
Oh,
That
you're
passes.
just getting really good on dexes, man.
Pew! You just see this thing jump and just jump out of the way. And that is her turn. You see out in front of the middle of the temple here, you see both Donovan and your Swoole friend are at like death's door. She's basically got them in her claws right now.
The pot down here, is it about to be done leaking, or is it still?
It is like there's a lot of blood in these things, so you think unless like you absolutely destroy them, they are going to keep giving her power.
Alright, I'll shoot at it.
Okay. Okay. 10, you completely shatter it.
And then I'll shoot at the
Yeah.
one above.
All right, you hit.
It's only a 9 without the 1.
Yeah, with a 9, you see it's almost like you see cracks are like creasing upwards and starting to form like a
Sure.
huge
One last
gaping
time.
hole. Okay, yep, go hit. Yep, 10, you see it completely shatter. You see initiative counts 15 and 20 disappear for her as she is left only with her regular initiative now.
Alright, now wait for me.
Also, you see the crimson shield around her completely fade away, as it was also giving her extra AC. Okay, Care.
I glance around the battlefield quickly to assess the injuries of my not downed partners. You guys hurt?
I'm fine.
Pretty hurt, yeah.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast this neat little spell called Mass Healing Word.
Ooh.
Up to 6 targets receive 1d4 plus 3 healing. Those targets are gonna be Donovan, Swobold, me, Cavan, and Minnie.
You
So
can just
every
get all of us. Actually.
yeah, so just everybody.
So
Wait,
is that
are
one
you
d4
hurt,
plus
Bosley?
3?
I thought you were only gonna use one, and I'm like fine, but I could use some healing.
So everybody heals for 7.
Hell yeah, back at full rate.
I'm
What
gonna
do you?
take the radiant and the spirit thing. So what are those saves?
All right, so I need you to make a Dex save and a Wisdom save. Nope. So you take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Damn.
All right, big wisdom save. No.
Damn.
You walk into her field of rabid firewolves, and you let me quickly see if this knocks you down. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it does 14 points of necrotic damage to you.
Shit.
Poof! You fall. But yeah, you see Swobold is back up, and he looks back and he's like, "Brother!"
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, it's Swobold's turn. He's going to make a very important Wisdom saving throw. Okay, maybe this Kobold can get wise. Got 18, so he passes. So this is going to do half damage to him. He gets dealt 6 points of necrotic damage, so he is up at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
He's
Carry
going
on
to
my kobold son.
carry on my kobold son, and he is going to get up and slam the switch. With a 13, he misses. Well,
From greatness.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That was my fault. Donovan, you are up as well. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. That is not
And
going-
he's back down.
Well, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see. Maybe she'll roll super bad on Spirit Guardians. You're going to take, 11 points of necrotic damage. She says, "Do you not take my powers seriously?"
I ignore her as I am dead.
You ignore her as you go back to death. She's going to look at Swobold and attempt to whack him with her staff just to get him down again. She gets a 15, which will hit, and it downs him again.
Damn it.
She is going to walk 1, 2, 3, and is going to toss a Sacred Flame over to Bosley.
That's a dex save, right?
Yeah, deck save.
All right.
That hits. So
That
you
hits.
no, that doesn't hit. I'm sorry. That hits. What? Yeah, you see a sacred flame expunged from her staff and hits like the wall right behind Bosley. You see her grin in revelry as she says, "I have already taken down half of you. None of you will get out of here to survive." And she looks to her spiritual weapon devil, and it is going to move 10 feet. Oh, it can move 20 feet. Okay. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3 over to Cavan, and she is going to whack him with the spiritual weapon. With a 24. So you're going to get hit for 11 force damage, Cavan.
I'm down.
Wait a minute, what? Oh yeah, so Nope. Okay, yeah. Bosley, it is your turn. You see her coming ever closer to you. You see she is getting quite slow, though.
I'm too small to kill you, bitch. I say as I back up and
Okay.
fire off an acid bolt. Or hold on, I'm going to use my my insightful fighting.
Good call.
Where is it? What is that again? It's gonna be an insight.
Yeah, it's going to be insight versus her deception. She got a critical miss. So you absolutely will get sneak attack.
All right, I'm going to shoot an acid bolt at her. Shit.
With an 8, that is not going to hit her. It flies right past her. You think you were about to hit a weak spot, but unfortunately, you see it just fades away as she gingerly passes by. It seems like she now has full control over the situation at hand, and she is getting quite cocky.
Well, now I'm gonna back up a little bit further, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Calvin, roll me a death save. That is one failed save for Calvin.
God damn. What the fuck is happening? Okay. Ooh, I don't know what to do.
Decisions were made.
Alright, I'm bonus action Hexblade's curse on it, and then I'll shoot it twice.
Okay.
Jesus.
None of those hit. So you see 2 arrows just go whizzing past her at breakneck speeds as you furiously recharge the bows. Trying just desperately to keep everything in stock. Care.
I'm just gonna go towards the door before I imagine.
Okay, Care. That's a 9. That is unfortunately
good
going
one,
to be
guys.
that's going to be a death save failed. Swobold. It's going to get 13. Passes. Done.
You can do it, bud.
Goodbye, Donovan. I
You can do
barely
it,
knew
bud.
you.
There
Oh,
you
okay.
go.
Well, your death saves reset when you go down again. So
Oh, I thought that they persisted.
no, I think once you get up, they clear again. So you're back at just neutral ground when you go down
I
again.
thought your successes do, but your failures don't.
No, that doesn't make any sense. No, you definitely just reset back to neutral ground when you go down again.
Oh, okay. I ain't questioning it.
All right, yep. It's Sister Al-Qaeda's turn again. She looks at you, Bosley, as you're trying to insightful fighting her, and she says, "You're a clever one. How about you stay there and be quiet, like a good little goblin, and perhaps there won't be a need to destroy you."
How about you shut up?
Yeah, Bosley.
Get him, Bosley.
She is going to. Let's see. Well, she doesn't have any more extra actions. She knows she kind of has to finish this off again, so she's going to. Let's see. What does she want to do? She's going to cast. You see, she raises a hand, breaks concentration on her spiritual guardians, and points a single finger at you, Bosley. I need you to make a very, very important saving throw. Let me just get the saving throw out here. Nope, that's Cavan's sheet. She wanted to delete that.
I don't like the sound of this, fellas.
No,
I need
don't
you
worry,
to
you'll be
make
fine.
a charisma saving throw, Bosley.
Fuck.
Minnie,
really don't.
you see Bosley is there 1 second, and then you see her whisper a word and says, go to my master. And then you see him out of existence.
Well, it's been nice knowing you folks.
You said it broke her concentration, so can I
Uh,
just assume?
Yes, you see that she is that her guardians have dropped.
Alright, so it's my turn now, right? So just me and her 1v1.
It's you and her 1v1.
You're the champion now.
Well, you, a spiritual weapon, a large dire wolf construct, and her.
Man. Alright. I guess I'm gonna.
Do I have to make my death saving throw?
What? Oh, Donovan, did you not? No. So I'm just waiting. Oh, I'm sorry.
Kevin did
see,
not.
Cavan. Oh yeah, Cavan. After her turn, it's going to be Cavan's
I'm
turn.
dead.
So,
Oh!
Fuck.
Cavan, you feel everything slow to a crawl around you. You see the light fade from your eyes, and you feel a familiar presence. Once again, you feel the touch of an angel on your shoulders, and you hear a whisper inside of your ear, something in Celestial. Do you know Celestial?
I don't know. I just exited on my character sheet.
Okay. Um,
He tossed that character already.
as soon as the critical miss hit, just
No,
absolutely.
I don't.
No, you don't understand what she's saying, but she brings you out of your body, your whole mouth. It's almost mirroring the scene from before. You have a broken neck. You've been tossed off a large. You're near some stairs again. You have what appears to be a broken neck as this demon has like snapped it once it was with a spiritual weapon. And you feel your soul come out to Billy once again. And then you don't feel anything anymore. And then pools of blood just begin to race from Cavan all around his body into a pool of it underneath. Minnie, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm casting darkness on myself, and then I'm gonna shoot her as my bonus.
Nice.
And fucking miss.
It's a miss. That will be, yeah, it'll definitely miss. You see that she doesn't have any particularly great armor on. It appears like what she has is just like breastplate armor. And
How
that
do
is
I
all you.
how do I make like a 15-foot like radius thing around me?
I will put that around you.
Yeah, just put that. Yeah, okay, and then
yeah.
that'll be my turn.
All right. So let's see. 15. Boom. There you go. Oh, that's a square. I didn't know why that was supposed to be.
It won't matter.
Yeah, well, fucking matters to me. All right. So you see Care. It's your turn. Make a death saving throw. Succeeds. Swollbolt is going to make his death saving throw. Critically succeeds.
And he's back up.
You see Swollbolt bounce back up at 1 HP. And you see him go, nobody hurts my friends. You see he looks around. Donovan, are you still making death saves?
I am.
He's going to do a medicine check on you to try and get you up because he sees this like giant wolf spectral creature is looking at him like it wants to just viscerally eat him alive. And he's going to do a medicine check on you to try and bring you back. That's a 6. He fails. You are not stabilized. So unfortunately, that is all he can do on his turn. Donovan.
Let me just make that save real quick.
Succeeds. You got 2 successes now, right?
Yep.
Cool. Sister Alkiva laughs as as she like walks forward towards the cloud of darkness that's surrounding Minnie. She is going to point to it, and she is going to cast. Okay, well, she's out of 4th level spells. She's not going to cast that. She's going to. She's going to cast Dispel Magic.
On what?
She's going to cast Dispel Magic on your darkness spell. So you see her point another finger at you, and you see the darkness just completely melt away around you. Your shield of shadows is now gone. However,
Can
that
she
is just
cast
going.
it on me if she can't see me?
Yes, she can. Let me read Dispel Magic out.
It says choose one creature.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh man, let me look. Choose one creature, object. Wait, creature, object, or magical effect within range.
God damn.
Yeah, I was like, hold on a second. I've used this tons of
my
times.
God.
But that is just going to be her whole turn. Since she...
Hold on though.
No,
Mhm.
it's
Because he named himself the source of the thing, I don't think it works that way. Nah, I don't know. You're probably right.
Yeah, because it's a magical effect she can see. And so, like, she sees, like,
Right.
this whole shield of darkness, and she's like, I don't want this anymore. She casts Dispel Magic on it. So the darkness around you, Minnie, fails and begins to leave you. And she says, "There is no place you can hide in the darkness from me. I was raised in darkness. I was molded by it." And she
Oh
starts
my
giving.
God.
She starts
Fucking
giving.
Batman.
She starts giving you the Bane speech from Batman: The Dark Knight, and she sends her spiritual weapon after you. But from its position right now, it can only get 1, 2, 3, 4, only over there. And she laughs and she says, "Your pointless crusade is futile." Bosley, it comes to your turn. You are
is this
current.
guy?
You currently are in a magical demiplane that is a forest, and you're in a couch. You're sitting on a couch. You feel like weak. You feel totally sapped of strength. And you feel like the insightful fighting is still going on. You can feel the movements of Sister Al-Qaeda as she is making her attempts. Let me quickly just look at something real quick.
I'm gonna kick my legs on the couch like a little child.
Yeah, you're kicking you're kicking your legs on the couch like a little child. As you are in this plane of existence, you see right in front of you, Bosley, is a gigantic wolf made out of pure smoke and flames. You see it crawl, like its head down towards you is literally the size of your body. And it like snarls. You see its teeth are made of charcoal, and you see its growls are like literally polluting the air around you. And Bosley, you hear it say, "I hunted your kind many years ago. I will finish the job when I am free."
What, goblins or people who don't like the blood goddess?
Goblins.
Ah, I see. Well then, you and I are alike.
Rolly, do you not like goblins?
I don't like goblins.
Oh, okay. A Murnike persuasion check.
He's a self-hating goblin.
Ooh, 23. You see it tilt its head. Like, didn't expect that answer. And it purrs a little bit. And it says, "It appears that we are kindred spirits. I see your insightful tactics, and I see the way you fought my servant. She is, of course, winning because I have trained her well, but this is definitely not the position I want her to be in, using all of these expensive spell slots just for 6 people. No, she should be leveling towns. She should be going to Zobek and annihilating them all. But no, she protests to keep the defenses up.
Tell me, who are you?
I am one of the All Fallen. I am the Ashen Wolf. And then we are going to go over to Cavan's turn. Cavan, you're dead. Then it goes over to Minnie's turn.
I'm gonna
Minnie,
take my 30 feet to. Oh, why am I stuck in a corner?
Ooh, okay, yeah.
And then I'm gonna shoot at her 3 times.
Okay, 3 times. 2 of those hit. Let's see,
That's
36.
36 big old damage.
Plus you have to do your hex curse damage, right?
Oh yes. Oh no, wait. No, she's not. She's not hexed.
She's not hexed?
Spellblade curse, yeah, not hexed.
Okay, all right, cool. 36 points of damage. You see these 2 bolts rip into her. She screams in pain. She obviously wasn't expecting any damage to come from you because you've been missing shots all session. So she looks injured for the first time. That first nick that was done by Donovan is nothing compared to these shots that just rip through her shoulders. She looks absolutely enraged, and she says, "I will deal more." She's so angry she can't even speak. Care, it is your turn.
Does she have to make concentration saves, or is she not concentrating?
She's not concentrating on her spiritual weapon nor the spectral guardian that's right here.
Oof.
That's going to be a failure.
Yep.
Yeah, because guardian of faith and spiritual weapon aren't.
They're not even concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken.
Yeah.
Good spells.
But it's whatever keeping Bosley in the other realm of concentration. Or
Oh, that is concentration. My bad.
right, because it broke your other thing, right? So I was
Right,
assuming that
cool,
one was
yes,
concentration.
Yes, thank you. So that's going to be 2 concentration saving throws. That's gonna be a failure. Bosley, you, as your conversation with the wolf starts to continue, you feel yourself warped back into the pile of bones, ready to fight once again.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, she looks and sees her concentration is snapped, and she looks absolutely fucking furious. Care, it is you made your saving throw. Okay, Swobold, looking at the spectral guardian of faith, is going to once again try to do a medicine check to try and stabilize Donovan. 20. That's gonna stabilize him at 0. He's like, okay, I think he's gonna be okay.
Good guy.
Okay, you're stabilized. It's gonna be the sister's turn. Sister is going to look at Bosley and sees that he's back, and Bosley, you are going to get whacked with a spiritual weapon. Let me quickly see. A 26 definitely hits you.
You know, actually, it doesn't. I upgraded my AC.
Yeah,
To
it's
what, 27?
27.
It's 27 AC. It was I listen, I didn't mid-max myself intentionally. But yeah, this woman does 10 force damage to you.
Now I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge. It's 5.
Okay. All right. She's going to look at Minnie. Let's see, who is she going to go after? I'm going to roll a D2 1, it's going to be Bosley. 2, it is going to be Minnie. Because I think both reasons, she could either make Minnie suffer by watching her kill Bosley, or just straight up get revenge on Minnie. So a 1, it's Bosley. 2, it's Minnie.
Later, dude.
Good night, sweet Goblin Prince.
See ya, pals. It's been fun.
See ya, pals. It's been a fun ride, but apparently I am now a dead man.
Come on, Minnie. Soulbolt can't be our only savior here.
I'm about to solo this bitch.
She's going to look at Bosley and she's going to say, "If you think you can escape me so easily, you are sorely mistaken. You green waste of space." And she casts Guiding Bolt on you.
I mean, your boss didn't think I was that bad.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, you were going to take. She's going to upcast this. You're going to take 16 necrotic damage.
Ooh, I'm still in the fight, baby.
Oof, Bosley, you madman. Yeah, you are looking critically injured, and the next attack on you is going to be at advantage. Bosley, it's your go.
Oh, okay. All right. Time to play a little bit of coward here. And use my bonus action to disengage, or hold on. Let me see how much.
So
Those
this thing
things-
will. It doesn't like trigger reaction attacks from just a spiritual weapon.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't. Yeah, so you can just move out of here.
Damn. Then I'll fire at her. Is my insightful fighting still going on?
Yes, it is still going on.
Okay, so I'm gonna fire at her with another acid bolt,
Yes, that totally hits.
and I'm going to use my Fury of the Small to add 5 additional damage onto whatever damage I do.
Okay, so that's 5
5
plus 5.
1d4.
So it's 8, 13 points of damage. You deal in another blow to the sister.
It's actually 18.
Oh, it's 18? 18.
Because he
Why
adds
is...
5 to it for Fury of the Small.
Oh, okay, that's right. My calculations were off. My calculations.
Wait.
Yeah, so you see she's looking bad off now. It looks like she is suffering a lot of damage at too much of a time.
Okay, and then I am going to walk back here and duck behind this wall.
Okay. Gavin's dead. Minnie, it's your turn.
My 3-shot.
Oof. Yeah, 2 of those hit. That's so much damage. Oh, man.
43?
43 points of damage. Hey, oh, you know, yeah, that's how, yeah, 43 points of damage. You see her go to her knees. She's in so much pain from these attacks, Minnie. You have like literally driven 2 arrows through her, she's got a punctured lung. She's got easily like a busted up leg now, and you see her just go crumbling to the floor. But she's still up.
Before I wanna say to her, now, before I kill you, if there's any way you bring my friends back to life, I might spare you.
She looks at you and she says, "That one," and she points to Cavan, "is the
Yes,
only
that one.
one of any value here. And he is a sacrifice to my god."
So you telling me you're not gonna bring him?
She says, "No."
What about the others?
She looks to the others. She looks like the Swobold standing up. She looks incredibly angry. She says, "I would never, ever resurrect
Bring
someone."
my cleric friend back to life, and I'll let you walk out of here.
She says, "I will walk out of here on my own accord when I rip my hands through your throat."
You're on death's door.
Fuck you.
Bruh, you're on death's door. Bruh.
I don't think you're in a position to be giving me the man.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be Kara's turn.
Oh, thank God.
You are stabilized. Swobold looks at everyone. He looks to Cavan. He looks so hurt. Because I believe no, Cavan was the one that formed a bond with him. That was Bosley, I think. Yeah. So he looks to Cavan. He looks regretful because apparently he's the reason that like she's not even considering the deal. Donovan, you're stabilized. Sister Alkaiva, she looks horrible. She looks so wounded.
Wake me up inside. I can't wake up.
She is going to cast Dimension Door. And you see her. She opens up a large arcane door that you think is a creation of her own making. And you see a crimson red energy overflow it, and you see her walk into it, and she says, "I will be back to destroy your lives." And she is going to walk through it and disappear.
This
And
bitch.
and the direwolf is also going to disappear along with the spectral weapon.
And we
Get me
didn't
up.
even kill
Get
her.
me up. Get me up fast.
I'm gonna
Get
rush.
me up fast.
Bosley, do you have any ways of healing?
I do
Nobody has healing potions!
1 hit point. Get me up fast somehow, boys.
Who was the one that bought potions? I know somebody brought healing potion.
I bet it was Cavan.
I'm gonna search Cabin. Does he have healing potions on it?
I'm just gonna do a quick medicine check on Kara.
They're both stabilized.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody's stable. Except for Cavan.
Does Cabin have healing potions on him? I know somebody brought healing potion.
Someone bought a healing potion somewhere. I know in one of our sort of downtime moments.
Yeah, who was
someone-
it?
I can't remember.
I thought we chugged it already because somebody
No.
almost died.
No, nobody's healing potion chug.
Kevin, are you here?
Yo, DM, can you check his inventory real quick?
Sure, I'll check Cavan's inventory.
Where
I
does-
like
where
the
does
I like
that
the
fucker
RP
at?
here. I like the RP of Cavan not answering us. He's so dead. Yeah, he has a healing potion on him.
All right, I'll take that healing potion, and I'm gonna revive. I'm gonna chug it down this cleric.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Heal
I'm
my
gonna
friend!
Cast Revivify. Fuck this shit.
Revivify. All right. You cast Revivify. You, Cavan, feel destiny and fate return to you. You feel like the scene before Billy this time was not the fate that you had seen in your visions, and you feel your soul return to your body. You feel Billy let go and leave you for another day, and you feel everything come rushing back to you as you cough up.
I really
so-
think that Kevin is AFK.
Yeah.
Can we take like a quick 5? Because I need to urinate.
I also
Sure.
I messaged him that he's alive, so he'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
So, quick break.
Quick break. Take a quick 10-minute break.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Man, that one little bit of luck, Cavan had the healing potion.
Yep. This is why you bring healing potions sometimes.
That was pretty
But-
lucky.
But man, when Care like went through the gauntlet to try and get over to her, oof, that was hard to watch.
2 failed, one of which 2 10s, one of which I have a +6 to. That sucks.
That was bad. The dice definitely were not against against you guys tonight.
Let's talk about Minnie not landing a shot. Also, I should not have damaged Kevin so badly. I didn't know he was going to go down from that.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot, you dumbass.
Yeah, well, hey, dumb wizard, dumb priest, dude. You're alive, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I saw his message, but I don't know how we're gonna do this because I'm still gonna be RP pissed off.
Oh, that's fine.
Care is just gonna RP, not care.
Yeah. Hey, I gave you that life. I'll take it away from you, you dummy.
I took it away, but then I gave it back. We're even.
He broke the wheels of fate.
Yeah, we're just taking like a 10-minute break for ourselves because that fight was rough on a lot of people.
So, over a minute.
Yeah, so I guess I can also do this. Over a minute passes, you do not see the death whites again.
Okay, just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, you don't know where the sister has transported to, but you can assume the Deathlocks followed her.
Did they have a 30-foot movement speed?
Yes, they do.
So 60 times 10, 600 feet. They're at least out of the building, right?
They are out of the building.
I can't see any of these hallways. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah, dynamic lighting. It's a thing.
Oh, you guys don't have vision of everything here?
Do you?
I still have the range of Minnie's range, I think. Of sight.
Oh,
I can see like all the way down here. I don't think I'm supposed to.
oh, that's all right. I don't think there's anything else in here for you guys, to be honest.
Well, I just meant for future reference.
Okay.
So the only person that's still down is Donovan.
But I am stable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's
What?
stable, yeah.
Yeah, Swobold kicked back up at 1 HP because of that critical success that he got.
So I resurrect Kevin, right? And that's where we paused. You guys mind role playing a little bit, or do we have time after she leaves? Like, are there any immediate obvious threats?
There are no immediate obvious threats. It seems like as she left, she was the main threat to this place.
Is everyone back? Like, are we resuming or?
I'm just curious, cause fuck a big old long break. All I had to do was pay. But the rest
Yeah,
of you
I
guys
just
are
had to
good.
piss.
I'm still
Okay.
unconscious.
Is Bosley back?
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
I'll give him a minute.
Mhm.
But I mean, I know what my character would spend the next 20 minutes of real time on, if we have that.
I'm just gonna be bitching at Bosley, I think.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a topic of debate. Yo, man, you just shattered me into oblivion.
I'm not. I'm literally. Well, we can role play it. I don't mind.
Can you actually? I want to know, just for curiosity's sake, if you had done shatter, if it would have shattered the pots or not. Just like you rolled the damage for it.
An upcast.
How much damage? I mean, how much HP did these pots have?
I'll tell you right now, they had 20 HP each.
Oh, then yeah, probably. I mean, the average roll.
Yeah, that would have done it.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I just for curiosity's sake, man. I was just like, I wonder.
I
Now-
just heard you say that they shot them and they were leaking, but
Dude,
it
I don't
wasn't
know. I don't know
doing
why you
anything.
didn't. I was also like, why didn't you just do the other two?
Now, I'm just saying, you do have Dispel Magic, right?
Yeah, but this here's the thing. I can only ever cast 1 3rd level spell.
Right. If you
So like it doesn't it doesn't matter. Like either like if we hadn't broken those and she had gotten 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, however many extra turns she would have got off of having those 2 things, somebody probably still would have needed Revivify anyway. It just would have been you.
Right.
I mean, are you sure though? Because you could have just destroyed the other 2 pots and we would have had an extra person, and then Bosley wanted to run to all the way to the other side to auto attack something.
Maybe. I don't know. I also didn't think it would knock you out. That's the thing.
I'm just curious if Dispel Magic would have worked on her.
Like I have 50 hit points. I don't know how many hit points you have, but 20 damage would not be enough to knock me
Hey,
out.
I have 18.
Hey, I can't remember. Can you use the Matrushka dolls on death saves?
Let me look. Actually, it's just on
'Cause-
saving throws, I think. So
Is-
yeah, you could.
Okay, Kevin. Next time you fucking die, use the Matrushka doll.
Yeah, I'll remember that when my fucking friend fucking shoots me with a full blast of shatter.
Okay, I think we're all back now. I believe. Is
Yeah.
Bosley
All right,
still-
so we're resuming as in I have just resurrected Kevin. You have your tirade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
So yeah, the scene is this. Cavan, you feel Billy relinquish ownership of your soul, and you flutter back into your own body, and you feel a huge gasp of air hit your lungs as you feel your beaten and bloodied body come back up.
All right, I don't know. I'm trying to get back in the mindset. It's like taking me a minute.
The last thing you can remember was a horrible sound completely rack your brain until it exploded.
It takes you're not my first resurrection friend. It'll take some time to get back to the grip of things.
Is that what you tell all your people that you shatter?
Regrettable, but we have no time for this. If you'd like to yell at me, I'll be over here praying. I'm gonna spend the next 20 minutes, assuming they're uninterrupted, casting Prayer of Healing.
Yeah, they will be uninterrupted.
Thanks for just letting me know that.
I'm gonna
Yes.
start hacking at this statue with Wolf Killer.
Okay.
It's got a dull
You
weapon.
start hacking at the statue with Wolf Killer. You poof. Make an athletics check for me. So you're hacking at the statue with Wolf Killer, Bosley. As you do, you see that underneath the stone of the statue, you see some sort of new golden composite material is underneath it, forming another statue.
What?
Yeah, you hack away at it some more, and you
Is it
see
like a smaller statue, or is it like just
a
or
smaller
is it
smaller
just healing
statue?
itself?
It is a smaller statue underneath it. Like it seems to be this statue is hollow, and it was built kind of around this smaller statue. You see inside a smaller statue of a golden, glimmering, on fire, smoky wolf, completely made out of star ore.
Oh shit!
Well, there's Star Ore.
Fuck.
In between my first and second prayer, I'm gonna warn Bosley, stay away from that. It looked like Wolf who takes Tyr's hand.
Yeah.
Well, while he's
I'll
hacking
stop.
away, I want to search the room for anything.
You search the room. Make an investigation check.
Find poop.
You find poop. You definitely find a lot of bones inside of that bone pit. It doesn't look like anybody left their wallets behind in the bone pit, though. So you see a lot of burned skeletons that were in here that were collapsed on by that fireball attack.
Since we're just like going through 20 minutes, do I remember the celestial what they told me? Like, I know I couldn't comprehend it, but the question is, if I spend 10 minutes to learn what spell is it called? Comprehend languages. If I remember what they said, could I comprehend it after, or is that not how that works?
I think yes, you could probably comprehend it afterwards.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend 10 minutes preparing comprehend languages to know what the celestial said to me, or Billy said to me anyway. Right? Was that what you said?
What Billy said? Yeah, Billy. Do you just do this in the time that you're kind of like in here?
Yeah, I mean, we were sitting here for 20 minutes waiting for him, so I figured I'd just waste 10 minutes comprehending.
Okay, you comprehend. Actually, let me look at the spell before I do this. Just make sure I'm on the. That's probably something I should do.
I can link it to you.
Okay. Comprehend languages. You understand the literal meaning of spoken language. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. So you understand written. You must be touching this first. The words written. I think it's because of the connection you have with Billy, you could do this. You remember her saying that this wasn't the death she envisioned for you, but she would take you gladly to the great beyond where you could heal.
Okay, and then the next 10 minutes I want to walk over here to see if there's anything that I can read while I have detect or comprehend languages on, like on the statue or anything. Or if there's any like glyphs or anything that's been sketched into any.
You don't see any like glyphs or sketches on the statue in here. However, you do make an investigation check.
Oh, never mind.
You don't find anything else. You see Swobold over here goes over to the blood pots and starts cleaning up the blood that was spilled over there. And he says, "Hey guys, the runes underneath the blood pots, they're part of the defense system for Zobek. If I can bring some of my brothers over here and get them back up online, we could start using this place without the blood sacrifices."
All right, I'll help start cleaning up the blood.
As I awaken from my unconscious thing, I look to Minnie and go, did we win? Where's she at?"
Here.
Everybody's healed 26 HP, by the way.
Yeah, he did prayer of healing.
Minnie, did we win?
Yeah.
Well, none of us are dead, so
I beat
guess
the
I'll say
witch.
that. I smile and I say, "Well, good job then."
She did get away though.
She ran away, tails between her legs.
Did we really win then? Damn that.
Nobody died and we stopped the rituals.
She said she'll be back, so at least we know what to expect next time.
Okay, so Bosley, did you clear off the rest of this rubble or no?
No, I saw that fucking wolf statue and I bolted.
I'll take a shot at cleaning it the rest of the way off. Carefully, though.
Wait, what is he trying to do?
I believe I've met with whoever's in that statue while I was on the other side.
You can make a religion check if you wanted to see if this statue was connected to that other wolf.
Like, can
Well, you said Ashen.
What
does
he
Ashen
see in
wolf?
there?
So I just pretty much.
Yeah. This is a direct, like, smaller depiction of that wolf.
So it's a smaller wolf statue.
Yeah, made entirely out of star ore.
Perhaps it'd be worth something. We could sell it, maybe.
No.
I mean,
Is it worth your life, Minnie?
I'm gonna try.
Is it gonna kill me?
You seem pretty angry.
I mean, we're not getting paid for this job. We might as well take it back with us.
This is clearly they tried to desecrate it or cover it up. It must be linked somehow to the rooms.
If any of you want to try and figure out how much this thing is worth, you can do. I think that would be probably either survival or history checks. Just check out the worth of Star Ore. Calvin, you can have advantage on this because you are an absolute drug addict with Star Ore. So, Care, you've been around Zobek for a very long period of time, and Star Ore is very valuable, not only because it is used to forge magical weaponry around Zobek, it is also used to fund the town itself. You think if this is a pure chunk of Star Ore that has been molded into a statue, you think this thing could be broken down to make magical weaponry for the crew? You think it could be used to sell for 25,000 gold pieces easy? You think like this thing is like a gold mine, basically. You think that this might be like one of the most valuable things you've ever seen.
How big is this statue? Like, is it liftable or?
It is liftable. It is about 15 feet high. And it's got its like paws out in the downward dog position.
Oh, so
Does
it
that-
looks like a
does
happy
that-
dog.
Does that 20 athletics clear the rest of the rubble away?
Yes. You clear the rest of the statue rubble away, and you are able to unearth this thing.
Well, I'll help you haul it.
I don't think we should.
So, what do you think we should do with it?
Think that we should leave it alone. It's not worth our time.
Well, it's Star Ore. What
It's
do you
Star
mean?
Wars.
Well-
And do you all know the value of Star Ore?
Very much so. There has to be a reason there's all these mines.
So
for
you
it.
tell me how much you think this thing is worth.
Oh, probably a whole lot.
Nothing. It's worth nothing. The impurities in the Star Ore, look, you can see them here.
Can I do an
Um,
insight check?
Yeah, that would be
Let me
deception.
insight this boy.
Can I help Care with his deception?
Sure, you can do that.
How do you help me?
I agree with you and go, yeah, clearly. Look at it.
I'm about to help Donovan with his
Got a
insight.
nat 20.
That's a
already
nat
got a
20
nat
versus
20.
nat 20. So
But one has a -1.
Here's
one has
the
a
thing.
minus.
Because we both rolled criticals, can I reveal my true intention specifically to Donovan?
Nope.
Well, that's a
You don't
that's
roll
a
to
stretch.
assist it.
That's a
Can't
stretch.
Listen, all I'm trying to say is I want Donovan to know, because he would, through his insight, know my intention, right?
Tell me what your intention is.
Care believes that this is a true statue created to a god, and the god that he thinks it is to, because he has a weird view on foreign religion, is Kezef the Chaos Hound, who bit off the god of law's hand, and he believes that tampering with it can only spell their doom. He think it might like keep it trapped, and he thinks fucking with it is a real bad idea. So he's just lying and saying it's
Man.
useless. And so like he's spooked. He's clearly a little bit spooked to a 20 insight.
Okay. Care, you definitely like display like obviously a lot of spooked nature to this. Bosley, what are you doing with your deception check, by the way?
He thought that he rolled deception in assistance to me. But,
Yeah, but
the help
I guess
action
that
would
doesn't work.
technically the help
Yeah.
action would technically give me advantage, but I don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Right. So you guys go back and forth for a bit. Donovan, you can see the Care is cleverly lying because he's a member of Zobek and is trying to like sway you with his like talk of impurities, but you can see like he's spooked by this thing. I mean, unless he like visibly tells you, I think, like because with a look is impossible. You know that he's spooked by something about this. With all of that being said, though, the Swobold comes over and he says, "Well, bros, I don't know about you, but I vote we should take it."
Oh God, Swobold.
Bro,
What do you
I
What do
agree
you
with
know
Swobold.
about it?
I
Bro.
look at Karen
What
and
do
I
you
say,
know about it?
I
Yeah,
know,
Swobo could probably carry that by himself.
I know that my people are living in poverty in Zobek,
I
and
turn to Swobold and I say, "What lies in that statue is worse than the poverty that your people are experiencing."
Don't listen to the goblin. He doesn't know anything.
I just yell out, cut the bullshit and tell me why you don't want us to touch this statue.
So, when I was transported away by the witch lady, I met with a certain wolf character that had a striking resemblance to that, and he wants to level Zobek with the help of the witch lady.
This is Kezef, the Chaos Hound. He
Yeah, but
wants
what does
to
that
eat
got?
all.
What does that got to do with a statue that's dedicated to a god?
you,
It's
Bosley,
hidden
as
for a
you,
reason.
Yeah,
Bosley,
because
as
it's
you,
valuable.
Bosley, as you kind of finish your sentence, you hear a voice inside of your head go, "Yes, I am the Ashen Wolf." And Bosley, you can see this thing has started to talk with you. The
Like
the
the
statue,
statue?
the statue is clearly out of the downward dog position for you. And it is now up on its paws, standing upright and looking at you with a tilted expression.
Just for him or for everybody?
Just for Bosley.
Oh, okay.
I look to him and I say, "Now I agree with your killing goblins rhetoric, my friend, but the anti-civilization kind of thing, not my cup of tea. That's kind of what I'm against."
Bosley, are you head talking to this thing or are you talking out loud?
You see, look,
I'm
look,
just
this
straight
god.
up talking out to it because I don't know that you guys can't see it.
You guys really gonna trust this goblin? He's talking to the air.
Would you like me to show them that I can speak?
They can't see that.
I'm sorry, what did you say? You broke up a little bit?
They
He
can't
asked-
see that.
yeah.
They can't see what he's doing right now. He's asking you for consent to show them.
No, that's in character, I'm pretty sure.
In
Yeah.
character.
In character, he said yes, he wants to. He says, "I wish to allow you, if you would give me consent, I would
Then by-
allow them."
Then by all means.
All right. For the rest of you, you see this statue begin to move and kind of shake its golden fur. Although it is metallic in nature, you see it kind of bend and swish to the air. And it looks to all of you and it says, "I am not whatever false gods you worship. I am the Ashen Wolf, one of the many denizens of the forest of the Margrave."
Is it true you want to destroy Zobek?
I do not wish to destroy Zobek. I merely wish to ignite the hunt once again.
Oh, so
What do
good.
you-
We can sell this statue.
What do you mean ignite the hunt?
Have woken up. You see it kind of pause itself gently, and it says, "Once the humans from Zobek started entering the forest, it disrupted a natural balance within our," he words this very carefully, "sleeping room. The other All Risen have begun to wake as well. I believe you already know of one of them, the Shadow Cat.
So,
He,
are you lying to us now, or were you lying to me before when you said, "I want to destroy Zobek"?
I admit, that was a bit of a lie. I wanted to scare you.
I shake my head.
So
It's
you
pretty
want to destroy all the humans in Zobek?
No, I don't want to destroy any humans in Zobek. No, I find
So
them.
what is your goal?
I view that humanity and, well, humanoids, at least, the mortal kind, have gone a bit soft. They have allowed creatures to roam the land once again, and in perfect harmony. When I was in power, my followers went out into the land and destroyed beings from all across planes of existence, the nine hells, the planes of fire, the realms of even the gods themselves when they plagued the realm of the prime material plane. I was the guard against the monsters, and I made sure everyone knew that the prime material plane, it was our hunting ground.
So what happened to you? Why are you a statue now?
He sits down and he says, "We were, me and the other All Risen, we were put to sleep by a powerful being known as Durende. Durende was a druid. Countless eons ago, he built the Margrave with his own life force, gave it a personality. He merged himself with the hearts of this forest, and it became no more a part of him than his own body. He lured us all in here, gave us a place of solitude to rest for one evening, and then we were in a dreamless sleep for many, many eons. Wars raged around the prime material plane, and we would not wake. Countless apocalypses came and went, and we were still within the forest in a slumbering sleep. We could feel something was going on, but we simply wanted to rest on our laurels as we were entrenched in the magics that Durende had done to us. And then, one day, I felt someone touch my paw for the first time. I awoke to find a maiden dressed in pure white armor with flowing blonde hair and a beautiful axe in her hands, and I knew that something had gone horribly wrong. I tried to leave my cave, but to no avail. I was much too weak. I was damaged from my sleep. I had slept too long. My form right now is quite awful. I can speak through others, and I can even raise a few powers through my own, but compared to what I was, I am a shell compared to what I was. Durende has completely sapped my powers from within the forest. So long as I lay here, I shall be weak, and so shall the others, unless they are taken away.
So is this statue your body?
This is not my body. This is a worship that the blonde woman erected for me. She came into Zobek and raised the cult of the Red Mother under the pretense of it being me. She managed to gather quite a few. They were there for a long period of time until they were chased out of Zobek. I lost touch with her a little while ago, but I believe she is still within the forest. This cult, of course, holds fast over this temple because they were in charge of the defenses of Zobek, so to speak, and they thought the best way to do that was with blood sacrifices, which I did not oppose to since it yielded to my inner interests of the hunt, so I did allow it.
So out of character, was he benefiting? Like, is the Red Mother, like, is that worship going to revitalizing him somehow, or was it like a front that, like,
You think from what he's telling you that this woman, whoever was in charge of like catering to him, basically created she erected this statue and then put this fake one around it and you think like whatever like worship these cultists were giving to the statue was actually going to him instead, because he was the one supplying the power and whispering the words in towards the cultists' ears.
So, you benefited from the deaths of innocents.
My followers felt it was best, and I did not complain. So yes, I benefited.
So what's stopping us from breaking this statue right now?
Nothing.
So then
You can-
wouldn't you be essentially gone if we break the statue?
My followers still roam the forest. One has escaped from your clutches, and there are more in Zobek.
But they
If you
would be
crush
free
this
from your
statue,
whispers, and they would have nothing to worship to.
I did it once. I could do it again.
Well, we'll find out about that. I'm gonna cast Booming Blade and crack this statue up.
Hold
Okay.
up, Care.
No.
Fuck that. You cast Booming Blade, and immediately you just shatter the statue into so many pieces. All of the gold is now like spread across the ground, or should I say star ore, and it is just totally just smashed to many, many, many pieces.
Well, that
Can I
takes
start
care
looting?
of that. Let's take that Star War.
I'm
I was
looting.
gonna give you this wolf killer to make it a little more symbolic, but okay.
The hammer that I bear is a gift from Volcor himself. Let that be the symbolism. And then I tuck it away and start scooping up ore.
Scoop
Eh,
that ore
How
up.
many
Yeah,
ores
I'm
are
gonna
we
scoop
scooping?
the ore.
I mean, if you scoop up all the ore, you're still gonna have like what did I say, 25,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, you're right. We got endless bags. I forgot about that.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, I mean, Star Ore is pretty light to begin with. It's not like gold, whether it's like heavy. It's kind of a magical ore, so you pick it up and it feels like light as a feather.
Hey Margaret, try some of this. I'm gonna fetch him a piece.
Why?
A little small, like a little tiny, like chocolate piece.
That's
A
coming
little
out of
chocolate
your
a,
gut.
size.
a little tiny chocolate piece. Let me.
Yeah, like
Coming
chocolate
out of your
sized.
gut.
That's fine.
No, some of the Star Ore.
Hey, he said we got 25 grand worth of it. I'll give him some of it.
Just take 60 gold pieces away from that, and you toss a little chunk over to Margaret. She eats it, and then
How
you
you like
see
it?
her look up at you, and she says, "Can I have more?
Oh yeah, you like it?
This is
Still
awesome."
coming out of your cut.
I'll
This
get you more. Let's clean up first and get out of here, get some rest, and then I'll have some more for you.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. She like looks. He looks very happy.
Who
All right.
taught you to swear, Margaret?
Just shut your mouth, Goblin. Don't talk to him like.
Yeah, shut your mouth. she leans up against Minnie, and he's going to just curl up back in the pocket, just munching on his one piece of Star Ore.
The
Well,
nerve.
he's
Don't
getting
talk
some
to my
sass.
son or me ever again.
So, do I assume you pack up the Star Ore and go to leave?
Yeah,
No,
unless somebody else wants to do something.
I mean, we gotta make sure Potluck's on board still.
Oh, should we explore the rest of this place before
You're
we
right.
leave?
You have not explored the rest of this place yet.
I
Or
suppose that
should we
is an option.
rest up here first, since we did just take quite a beating?
No, it's fine. We'll be fine.
I can do a stealthy sneak through and tell you if there's any danger.
I mean, you can roll stealth check.
And that's what I'm gonna do.
Margaret, follow the goblin. Tell me if he finds anything, but stay behind it. If any danger arises, run straight back to me.
All right. So you guys head into these two hallways. You guys see inside these hallways a bunch of pots with arcane runes on them.
I'm going to carefully lift the lid on one of these pots.
You carefully lift the lid on one of the pots. You see inside would appear to be summoning sigils.
When
I'm
I
gonna
find
keep
the
walking.
pots on the other side, I come back and I tell Kevin. Hey, Kevin, I found some pots with arcane runes in them.
All right, let's go read them.
Hey, is this a door right here?
That is a door, yes.
I'll follow
Alright.
these two.
I'm gonna enter into this door.
Okay, you enter inside, and you see inside here what looks to be like a little jail cell.
I'm gonna
This is where
use
they.
my. I'm gonna
This
use
is.
my
Oh, go ahead.
eye for detail to see
Okay.
if there's any hidden creatures in here. Fuck.
You see, there's a lot of footprints in this room. You look around and you see there's more footprints in this room than when you began. And then you look to where they've become, and then you see there's more footprints and more. And you keep circling around and around. You're creating the footprints, but you can't figure that out. So you're just like making more and more footprints as you're like trying to find out who is making these footprints, and it is you.
Damn, I've done it again.
So Kevin, you look inside of these pots. You think these are pots that could summon elementals of some kind.
These are pots that can summon elementals of some kind.
Are they
So,
trapped?
so I guess it's best we destroy them, yeah?
Yeah,
What?
you heard that. You heard her talk about something called a blood elemental. So you think that these pots might be able to summon those creatures.
Could sell them.
Who's gonna buy some pots that can summon blood elements?
Witches?
Oh, you're right. We should take these with us.
Are they trapped?
They are not trapped. You can just kind of pick them up.
I
Alright,
roll one around in my hands real quick.
Let's
You
take
roll
them.
one around in your hands. You see that nothing's happening.
Are the sigils like on the bottom of the pot when you open it?
They're on the bottom of the pot when you open it. Yeah, you have to look inside.
Alright, let's just take these with us. We'll see if some crazy woman will buy these off of.
You know, I feel like it'll be more likely we're ostracized before they sell them.
That word's too big. I don't know what that means.
Ostracized.
I've
Yelled at.
I've never heard of an ostrich before.
You know, you yelled at and such.
Can I leave this cell, or am I locked in here?
Oh, yeah, you can. You've locked yourself in. You just log yourself in. No, Bosley. You finally figure out that you're the one causing all the footprints, and you've locked yourself in the room. It's just that's actually like a worse boss fight than what you just did because it's very embarrassing for you.
I'm gonna run back to the room with like all the little cells with all the dead bodies. Are there still bodies?
There are 3 dead bodies.
Can I search these dead bodies? Like, are they naked or they still like have stuff on?
They have just like clothing on them. They're not. They don't have any sort of stuff on.
Okay.
It
Does
appears that
anything-
it appears like
Yeah, go on.
anything was taken off of them when they were put in here to like help halt escape.
All right. I guess
So-
if we've searched every inch of this place
Here-
and got all the valuables, it's time to leave. Yeah.
Hear me
Does
out
anything
here.
look out of the ordinary here? This looks like is this a door?
This is a door. Minnie searched that room, I think.
Oh.
She found a similar jail cell in there.
Oh, okay.
So hear me out here. I shout out because they're walking away. What if these statues have more Star Ore in?
And let's smash them.
Smash the statues.
Do athletics check.
I'm gonna
Or
start-
just booming blade them. Yeah, I mean, even that's a 9 on the booming blade. You hit the wall. Okay. All right, everybody, calm down. Calm down.
I'm angry.
Yeah, you're angry. We just got beat by a horrible woman. So you guys just start bashing things to pieces. Nothing is inside them, but you see there are carvings on the walls of what appear to be scenes of something. You see a dwarven mage with a long flowing beard holding up a tree branch to what appears to be several different places. You see, Bosley, you notice that like one of the carvings just depicts the Ashen Wolf's hunting grounds. You see one of them is connected to what appears to be like a large library. Another is like a large citadel.
I've been in
You can see that another one of them is Castle Shadowcrag. You can see that a fifth one displays a large-looking tree house of some sort, and you can see coming out of the house is like a little snake. The sixth one, you see like a large pond that is delving deeper into the ground, like a miniature ocean. And then finally, you see a painting of some sort with a single image of a man on it.
Guys, and you're not
And
gonna believe this. Finally, there's a painting of a miniature man.
yeah, so I will just say all of this again. So one of them, so
I've been to that library. I know what's up.
I know you've been to that library.
Weird place. Still don't know where it was though.
Castle Shadowcrag, miniature ocean, citadel. So let's see, it's 5. Treehouse, snake. So there was the Ashen Wolves hunting ground. There was the library, Castle Shadowcrag, the miniature ocean, citadel, and the painting of the man.
Are we supposed to assume that these show the domains of the different all risen, I believe the wolf said?
He actually called them the All Fallen.
Mm.
Suppose they're yet to rise.
So
But-
yeah, you definitely spot some commonalities within this. From what Bosley has told you, the Ashen Wolves hunting ground is looking to be on here. Like there is a couch in the middle of the woods, just overlooking like a large wooden area, which appears to be like where the wolf is. You can see that there is a library, which you have a sneaking suspicion is where your previous friend was transported to. You have Castle Shadowcrag, which you've been to, and you now know the Shadow Cat is one of the All Risen, or the All Fallen, I should say. You should see that, but you notice a few locations you haven't even been to yet. You see that there is a miniature ocean that appears to be like encased inside of like a little pond. You see that there is a floating citadel in the sky. You see that there is a treehouse containing a large snake, and you see there is just a painting of a man.
Does that painting look like Keith Keith?
No, it does not look like Keith. Keith is not in All Fallen. What a twist! But no. You see this guy is casting some sort of magic onto all of these places, and then in the other carving, you can see all of them kind of falling into disrepair. You can see the painting has been more or less moved to a new frame. You see the citadel is now on the ground. You see the miniature ocean is now polluted with some sort of water, with some sort of muddy water of some kind. You see Castle Shadowcrag is in pieces. You see the library is now being maintained by what appears to be inside of it a large sort of dog of some kind. And you see the Ashen Wolf's hunting ground now holds the image of a beaten and bloodied wolf.
I don't know who the good guy is.
We're the
Same
good
here.
guys.
Yeah, we're the good guys.
Right,
We'll
but
think so.
this wolf sounded like a dubious character.
I
Yes,
don't know
and I
what
can
the
assure
wolves
you he was.
So here's what like his goals basically were. He wanted to fight basically all the time. He didn't care like when it happened. He basically just like wanted violence to perpetually continue. He didn't care like what form it took. Like Bosley, when he talked to you, he was kind of disappointed in how she was maintaining defenses around Zobek rather than just going out to like fight creatures in the forest.
Yeah.
So basically, the compromise there was she would make blood sacrifices and continue violence that way.
Yeah, well, fuck him. There's not even any honor in that.
So Care spent some time trying to get an idea of what this shows, but I think he's too dumb to really wrap his head around it. He just mutters "dog tiding," and he's gonna head out. Probably.
Care, you're not wrong for disliking the wolf, if that is if you do. Think of him more as an avatar of violence and evil.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chaos Hound. We've covered this.
So let's kill him when we see him.
I don't
We couldn't have even killed one of his followers. What do you
even
expect?
even a regional power, godly
Didn't we
power.
kill the wolf? We broke the statue.
No, he said it wasn't his body. That's why I broke it. If it
He's
wasn't
not a
gonna let him
god.
out, then
If
breaking
we
it.
broke the way, his only way out, then how he's gonna come out?
No,
That's
He
don't-
not
has
his own.
different forms, many, but he's not a god, so that means that he's mortal in some way.
he was receiving worship, friend. That
He is a god.
even the most minor of gods wields power unimaginable.
Demons can receive worship. That doesn't make them gods.
So he's a devil.
Then you
which is
swear off with
the
the prince of the
parallel.
hells.
Huh?
If you'd like to square off with the prince of the hells, be my guest. But I will be safely wherever that's not.
Okay, man of God.
Oof.
Listen, that doesn't. If anything, that makes me know more about it than you. You know how many artifacts that would level civilizations are named after Orcus alone? All of them, almost.
I have no idea who this Orcus character you're speaking of is.
Meanwhile, Orcus is in hell, and he's just going like, "There are plenty of artifacts named after destruction gods. I'm getting all the bullshit here." Meanwhile, going back to you guys.
Anyways, Kevin, you were taking a former death quite well.
Yeah, just in shock.
We'll see how that works out when your shock wears off.
It'll come. Yeah.
So are we gonna leg it, or are we gonna use that timepiece?
Nah, screw it. We'll just walk back.
Okay. Come along, Potluck.
Potluck is outside, and you see Potluck is basically you told Potluck to just lead the people outside. You tell them to like run off, right?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
I
Yeah.
forgot that happened.
Yeah, you see Potluck is still out there with the other people that survived this encounter. They kept hearing lots of screaming and blasting from inside. So oops, they are pretty scared because you were in there like for at least a good half hour. And well, maybe just an hour because you took like a lot of prayers of healing. And as you exit from your whole house, they cheer for you guys, obviously, but they notice that like you are beaten to hell, and so they suggest that they walk back to the Witch's Teat Inn, like slowly, so not to encounter anything.
This sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, and you guys arrived here early in the morning because you guys wanted to get away from any more vampiric things that were here at night. And so you walk back to town. Well, not back to town, but back to the inn. The inn is, of course, happy to take in all of the survivors. They treat them well and get them back on their feet. So you can drop them off there. All of them collectively say that they are going to reward you properly when they get back to town with enough gold to supply you with a good reward.
We've taken our fair share of. You don't worry. All right. Money sounds fun.
All right. So once you get back to town and once they've had a few days to recover, they're going to raise up some own money from their funds to pay you guys a good fee for saving their lives.
Are we gonna linger here, or are we gonna go back to town, guys?
Let's head back to town.
We should definitely go
Yeah.
back to town.
Yeah, you got like the whole day to travel back. So you kind of leg it across the roads. While on the roads, you notice that like everything seems to be fine today. People are well within good spirits. There are, of course, a few missing posters on the roads for people. A couple you've rescued, so good for you. It appears that you were just in time to save those people. You also notice what appears to be a hill has gotten larger in the distance now. It wasn't kind of there before, but you notice a little hill behind the which is like next to the ruined Griffin Tower called Briarback Hill has gotten like a little bit bigger. It's just sort of like it's definitely like rising like above the trees. You don't think it was like under construction when you passed by it when you were outside the tomb. So it's a little daunting, but
It's
it's just
odd.
sort of there now.
I think we should go ahead.
We were at the inn, right?
You were at the inn and you're kind of traveling back.
I'm not gonna go back to town. I'm gonna stay at the inn and go to sleep and do a line.
Okay. Yeah, it's 5 silver per person that wants to stay at the inn.
Yeah, I give him gold.
I'll go ahead and head back to town.
Yeah, I'll head back to town.
Yeah. Agree.
Yep, Kevin is just go do me a Constitution saving throw, Kevin.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. You will not get any wild magic searches because this was not a bad dose. Everybody else goes back to town. You see town looking pretty good. I mean, you don't see the gangsters there anymore. The ones that were hanging around the town corners. So you think either word got back to them about what happened and they like legged it out of there, or something else. Like they're just not here during the daytime hours that much. But you now have 25,000 at least value in your ore. I will say that like finding buyers for this will be like very easy, so you're totally able to just do that. I will also say that if you wanted to make magic items with this, it would be super easy to do. So if you have a need for magic items, I will just like allow you to not only make out with like 25,000 gold, I will allow you with each of you can make a magic item with what you've got right now.
Yeah, I mean, assume we split it evenly,
What
right?
kind
So
of
we
magic
each have
items are we?
$5,000 worth.
Not
Um,
quite. We should probably give some to Swobold.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we could do a 6-way.
And for his
If we
cut,
do, it's 4,166 apiece. If we cut him in.
he deserves it.
That's the sound of the money getting exchanged.
Yeah, I'm doing some crinkling money in the background for sound effects. Tell me when to stop.
So yeah, we'll give. I assume we all took as much as we could, so maybe we all got our cut of the ore already.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, each of you divide it up on your own, and yeah.
So what kind of magic items are we talking here?
Yeah.
Basically, I have sort of a magic item builder in the back of my sort of DM depository. They're called ancestral magic weapons. So basically, you will be able to make them, and you will be able to pick from a list of preset sort of enchantments upon them, and you will be able to kind of customize it through that way. So I'm going to say we're going to because kind of what we've got right now, I want like time so you guys can like build your magic items like off session. We can do we're getting close to the 3 hour mark anyhow, and I think now would be like a pretty good time to like kind of cut it here so we can have time to. By the way, you guys leveled up, so you guys you're level 6 now.
Did we get a long
Hell
rest
yeah.
just so I could just get rid of this
Yeah,
max XP
yeah, yeah.
stuff?
You can do that. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Wait, I forgot how much I lost.
It comes back.
You lost
19.
19.
Oh, I
19,
lost.
yes.
Okay, well, what's 18 plus 19?
18 plus 19? 37.
Oh yeah, that's what I was at.
And then the average is like 5 per level for hit die, right?
The average is well, I don't know for your class.
Oh,
so you just
four.
have to-
4. Hold on. Yeah, 4 plus 1, so 5.
Yep.
What's my average? Oh, so I hit average anyway.
Yep.
Okay. What comes next level at level 6? Another expertise, baby.
Man,
Hell,
fuck.
hell yeah! And now all you guys will have magic weapons or other because these will be magic weapons. Because I think that's like what you guys will be angling for. However,
Is
if
there
I
such
think
thing as like magic, like other stuff that are not weapons, like trinkets, rings, or whatever?
let me actually look. I think there is. So just give me a second.
All right, I'm gonna take my expertise in perception.
Sorry, I was kind of AFK answering the question. What are we doing here?
We are going to end the session at the 3 hour mark because
Okay.
you guys got a lot of stuff. You're getting a level up, and you're also going to make some custom magic items for because of your Star Ore, the Star Ore statue that you kind of busted down and you kind of sold off. So you get collectively 25 grand that you split apart from each other. So afterwards, you can still go to magic shops and pick up stuff on your own, but also because of that, you can take it to like a magic item maker and craft cool shit. So I will.
Do you have like
quickly...
a list for that kind of stuff?
I do have a list. I will be currently making that up. So just give me a second.
Ooh, our spell list just got a lot big.
Did it?
Yeah, because we added that Midgard thing.
Look into that. I want to know how many good ones there are.
I mean, I'm just looking at my level up spells, and my list, I got like fucking 2 extra pages.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot of reading.
But who knows what
Fine.
crazy spells are in there?
It's a bunch of cool shit. I'm sure you guys will be able to.
It don't matter when they can only cast 2.
I have to fucking fix my charisma.